Hi there, moving on to lick number 17. This one is a little bit different because this lick could be used in the key of A, as we've been discussing, but it could also be used in the key of E as a 4-chord lick. And please remember that sometimes when people solo, you'll do certain licks over certain chord changes within the 12-bar blues. So this one works really great as a 4-chord lick, but it could also work on its own as just a 1 or just in the key of A. So let's take a look at this one. Okay, so you'll notice that it's a lot like the last lick, except it's used in the open position. So this one would work great in the key of E as well. So it's kind of a transposing lick. So what I'm doing is I'm plucking the 5th string open, and then I'm going up here, I'm doing a little blues bend, then open on the 1st string, and then a pull off from 3 to 0 on the 2nd string, and then I'm sliding from 2 to 4 on the 3rd string. So I have... Okay. And you can decide whether you want to pick these or hammer or pull them, or whatever's comfortable for you. Again, the goal with all these licks is trying to figure out how to make them sound so they sound natural for you when you play them. So I'm sliding up from 2 to 4, I'm connecting to the 3 on the 2nd string, going back to the 4, so I have... Then I'm going to do a bend, okay, and then I'm going to do a pull-off. So this is kind of a tricky little lick. So you're bending it up, bringing it back down, doing a pull-off. And then you're going to the 2 on the 4th string. So you have... And some people might find it easier to pull down to do the bend. It's entirely up to you. Both ways are fine. I think it's just you got to figure out which one you like the most. I do bend with my middle finger, and I tend to use my 1st finger as kind of a holder for more strength. And if you do that, that's awesome. But you got to make sure and get that 1st finger out of the way before you do your pull-off. Okay, so you have... All right, so enjoy that one. All right, moving on to number 18. This one is going to use some hybrid picking as well as some sliding, very Texas blues, very Stevie Ray Vaughan, so let's try this one out. So what I'm doing is I'm starting off by sliding into the 9th fret of the 3rd string with my ring finger. I'm not sliding from anywhere in particular. If you've seen any of my other DVDs, you know I talk about a slide from an absolute place versus a slide. It's kind of like an airplane slide, an airplane landing. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing is I'm just coming in from anywhere and then hitting that 9. Then I'm going to use my middle finger for the 8th fret of the 2nd string, and I'm going to hybrid pick back and forth. So you get this really great Texas blues kind of feel. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide back to 7 at the very end of this, do a pull off to 5, go to the 7 on the 4th string, do a pull off to 5. So I have... And then back to the 5 of the 3rd string, back to the 7 of the 4th string. So it looks like this. So the whole thing, then I come off that. Okay, so that is a really fun lick.